We're live, babe. We made it.
Hello. We did make it. I want
Um,
to start out by apologizing for my appearance. It's hair day, and I'm already supposed to be at the salon, but my hair girl, Megan, love her. She's been doing my hair since I moved to Leavenworth 20 years ago,
20
like
years.
before she should even have ever been doing hair. And she woke up late. And so she sent me a note. She's like, so sorry, got to get up and get the kids going and blah, blah, blah. So I'll be there later. So I'm doing the first half from the house and then the other half in the car on my way to get my hair done. So then I will look beautiful.
Look beautiful.
But
Uh,
yeah.
Last time, you got to tell them what it's about.
Hey, breakfast beers. So Ken doesn't understand why you can have a mimosa and you can have a Bloody Mary. But if you order a beer at breakfast, it is frowned upon. So he refers to it as his breakfast beer.
My breakfast beer. And on today's episode of Breakfast Beer, we're going to go with Stella.
With Stella?
Yeah,
Yeah. Safe choice. That's one of your favorites.
it's one of my favorites. And you can have this at any good restaurant. It should be there, right?
Right.
And you can have it it should be at the local dive too, right next to the Coors Light, because it's that good.
Right.
Or the local dive that has the Pabst Light.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a PBR in a bottle.
A regular PBR, no, I don't think I have, but
The light's in a
even
can.
that Pabst Light was in a can. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they just made it for marketing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Smart.
I don't think anybody on TikTok has ever seen a PBR in a bottle. I'd like to see that. I don't know.
Right? Yes,
Yeah.
please and thank you.
All right. So what did we do this week? We had actually a really good weekend, right?
We did.
What did we do?
Yeah. What did we do anything Friday evening? Friday evening was just our usual La Mesa night. Then we went to the casino. You did not win.
Oh, took Chase to the casino.
Chase, yes. You did not win. He did not win.
I tried my hand at 3-card poker in Kansas. Did well in Reno on 3-card poker.
DC. You were in DC.
It was in DC, 3-card poker in DC. Did well there and did not do so well in Kansas.
I left you for like 20 minutes to go
Yeah.
lose my own $100
Yeah.
and came back and you were down like 3.
Down 320 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to say we didn't stay there but like an hour. So
yeah, we were not there very long. And then Saturday you had family day at what I referred to as your real job. You have a real job, I have a real job. Then the rest is our fake jobs, I guess. I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
And then yeah,
let's go back to the family day. So have a facility in Topeka, have about 300 employees there, wonderful employees. And we do a family day once a year. And this time they decided to go feel like a carnival route. And before that, we were talking about our son, Jay. And, Jay's, I wouldn't say he's spoiled, but most of our kids are kind of spoiled. But, his car is broke. He's asking for money, complaining about paying rent that he chooses not to live at home. But tell him about what you saw, and we should have told Jay. You remember?
no.
So they had small carnival rides for kids, and the people that's working the carnival rides.
Yeah. One of the kids that came over, because we brought Mabel and
Who?
Claude, Jean-Claude, with us. And one of the kids that was working the carnival came over and wanted to pet the dog. And so he was petting the dog, and I noticed he had on like an off-brand like workout short, like a mesh workout short. And there was a huge hole in it, and he had electrical tape over it to tape his shorts together. So, and I said, I'm as sad as it is that you've never been, you're poor if you have to tape your clothes back together. Like, you're struggling if you have to tape your clothes back together in order to wear them. So.
Yeah. And then, fun fact about his car cost some money, right? But he was getting a bonus at work and got a text message yesterday from him and says, my bonus only gave me half of it because of taxes or whatever, how you know.
Yeah.
I'm yeah, that's
They
normal
took
life.
out 20 something percent. They're taxing me like they tax you, Dad.
Yeah.
No,
Well, one, if you think that that's taxing, you don't wanna live in our tax book at all or accounting land, but
right.
that's normal life, though, people don't understand. You get a bonus, they're gonna tax it, more than a regular tax just because
It
it's
is. Yeah, bonuses are 25% federal right off the gate.
around the
You
gate.
can't do anything about it. It's 25% federal.
Alright, sorry
So
to interrupt the vac so what did we
that's
do
okay.
Saturday night?
Saturday night was one of our favorite events of the year. Last year, it didn't happen for a multitude of reasons that don't really pertain to anything that we need to talk about here. But it is so it's for the women's division of the Chamber of Commerce. And our friend Holly actually started this event years ago. So it was been going on before we went, but we've gone the last like five, I think, 4 or 5,
Yeah,
and it is a lip sync battle. And so they get acts together and they lip sync, and then they walk around with buckets and you put money in the bucket, and whoever raises the most money is who wins. And so the money all goes to scholarships for women's scholarships for young women going off to college, older women going back for a new education, that type of thing. So, and so one of the things, the first year we went, the winner was Tenpenny, and it was by far the funniest. And his name is Brady.
that's right,
Brady used to work at Tenpenny. His
Brady.
mom, Renee, still works at Tenpenny, but Brady used to work at Tenpenny. And I guess they had been doing it every year, and I guess he used to allow like the old manager and some of the staff to be with him, but now he's booted them because I guess he's funnier without it. But it was him
Funny.
and yeah, what I believe to be his best friend, and they were dressed up as Wicked. And Brady was Glinda the Good Witch, and he was in a little pink tutu. And then his friend was Elphaba, the Wicked Witch. And sorry, Leonard's gonna start barking if I don't let him out. And go, Leonard. Go on.
I
And
don't know how to do anything on this thing, so
he danced and sang Popular, which was hilarious. Then the next time we went, Brady won again. And they did like a Backstreet Boys or something to that effect, him and his friend. And they do like the whole choreographed, like they watch the videos and like learn all the choreography. And so they did the whole choreographed thing, and he was shirtless with just like, for the most part, he ripped off his shirt
yeah,
and he was shirtless
yeah,
with just his pants on. And then whenever he turned around, his ass was out in his pants. He had cut out the ass of his pants, which was pretty funny. Then the last year they had it before we had the 1 year hiatus. He's always the last to perform, and we performed that time too,
yes,
first and
we did.
only time.
First and only
We
time.
performed and we were in light up jackets with bright yellow wigs and light up sunglasses that said things across them and had money guns. And we did this very specific song, and our shorts, specifically Ken's, were a little short. And
Little
he
toy,
may or may not have,
little toy.
huh?
I said my shorts were a little toy.
Yeah. And he may or may not have done some dancing on our friend Georgia, who was sitting up at the front.
Good
Um,
things you remember.
Yeah, we won our round, but we did not win the overall thing because Brady again won. And that time he was Britney Spears, and he did the Toxic video. And so he had on the red full zip cat suit, like pleather, and him and his friend, did the entire video. And at the end, he shaved his head, like shaved this strip in his head. It was
Crazy.
hilarious. And of course, he won. And so, whenever we bought Tenpenny, I teased, and I still say it to this day, that I said, whenever we wrote up the contract, we put in the contract that we must get the ranch dressing recipe
Recipe.
because the ranch is, yeah, and that we get Brady for the lip sync.
Well, I think
And in reality, it was just that we knew that he would continue to do it because he loves to do it. So he did, in fact, return for us.
this year.
And Yes, and killed it. This year he was, Lady Gaga, and now he has 3 friends that were out, and they did the full video, and they did Bad Romance, and it also hilarious, won by a landslide as he always does. He's so funny. He's just so funny. He has epiphanies and is like, "Oh, that's what I'm gonna do this time." So, um, I look very much forward to next year, what he may or may not do. Um, we've got some people that work for us that keep teasing that they think they're gonna try to compete against him. I say bring it on. We'll put multiple entries in for Tenpenny.
Why not?
But, yeah, hilarious. So he won, but then, of course, came all the backlash,
I love the
which
backlash.
the
Like,
backlash happened 2 years ago when we did compete. Um, they put we ended up in the paper, and it was Ken that ended up in the paper, and they referred to him as dressing in drag, and it was just a picture of Ken. And legitimately, other than Ken having on a short bob wig, there was nothing about what he was wearing. He was wearing the same thing we were wearing, but it was T-shirts, shorts, a jacket that zipped up that lit up,
yeah,
and
and I
these
even took my
bobbed.
jacket off at one point, right?
Yeah, and this little bobbed, bright, like, fluorescent yellow wig. But, if you remember, I did say that Brady was Britney Spears, and that was not brought up at all. That and he had done this several years,
Well,
and I don't know what he did before that. I know they did It's Raining Men one year because Alicia was telling me about that. And so, I mean, I'm sure there's been multiple times whenever Brady was in character as a female artist or whatever, but nobody ever said anything. And now all of a sudden, it seems kind of coincidental that now it's a big deal that Brady was wearing what he was wearing. We will check out our TikToks and our
Facebooks.
pages because there are videos of him performing. It was
I tried to
he
download it right on here, but it didn't work today. I should have
Yeah,
maybe should
he goes full character, like, when Reed does it, he is full character, it is like, he had to borrow a specific,
yeah.
he had to borrow a specific table from the restaurant that he knew was sturdy enough because he part of the video, you get up on a table, and so he knew he needed to get up on this table, so but yeah, hilarious. So, Tenpenny is the reigning champions again. I don't know that they've ever lost since they've been in it, I would have to ask, but, hilarious.
You think, well, we know why, right? We know why that, um, it came back on us. We know why, right? Yeah. Strictly political, just because
Yeah, especially
something
right now.
yeah, especially right now. This is the type of year I hate. Like, we do so much good or
Election year.
yeah, or yeah, the election time frame, we do so well. You and I, like, just promoted the community, but people don't even know, like, what's going on, and they're all talking shit about something that they have no idea about.
Right,
Or
exactly.
it's just because of us. Like, Brady's done that 6, 7 years straight. Look up Banner, look up Banner,
He acts like he can't get out.
because he boy,
Can't be
um,
pretty and smart.
he'd be pretty smart. But no, we all know why. But Brady's going to win, and I don't. What was I dressed up? What were we dancing to? Why was the white one?
It the year we did, it was that money song, "I want money." It was something that Deb picked out. She's never allowed to pick out the song again if we do it.
She's not, never, Deb is no. And if Deb's listening somewhere, I forgot to mention. What is she? 1151 Designs,
5011.
5011.
1151. What the hell is 1151?
I don't know.
I don't even
I
know what
just
that means.
made that up.
5011, she says that all the time. She's got
5011.
5011 designs in her head
Oh my god.
for
So she made us our shirts, our breakfast beer shirts, 5011
yeah,
Designs.
she actually made this shirt too, which is my Grammy shirt.
She did mess up the granny thing, though. We're not gonna talk.
That's fine. We'll fix that, but I was gonna wear my breakfast wear, but I was like, "I don't know why I'm gonna have a cape on," and then now
And
I don't have
then
a cape on, so,
you don't have a cape
yeah,
on. Um,
but that's
we
okay.
have, uh, we have Garrett and Rhonda Vaughn coming up, in about, 4 or 5 minutes. But, one thing I wanted to address is, like, this is more like just management of people type of stuff, but just for all the restaurateurs or entrepreneurs out there, when you hire people, make sure they know what they're getting into, you know? Make sure that, you take it slow when bringing somebody on. Make sure you teach them. Make sure you don't throw them to the wolves, don't let them learn before you give them large tasks. Make sure that you teach them, because one thing that I do know in life is that if people don't felt that they know how to do something and they don't initiative is very hard to have nowadays, but can't set people up for failure. And if they feel like they've been set up for failure, they will leave fast. So just for anybody out there, just think about that before you hire people, hire the right people, fire the wrong people, um,
Right.
and coach and communicate with them, and then you'll have a really good staff.
Mm.
I love that. All right, we're gonna let Landon a legacy and Garrett and run a Vaughn. Look at these guys.
Hello.
So fighting my dogs. They're trying. I'm supposed to be at a hair appointment right now, so I look beautiful.
Beautiful,
You're late.
right? Before we get started, you guys want to tell everybody who you are?
Uh, so I'm Garrett. This is Rhonda Vaughn. We are Landon's legacy.
You want us to tell about Landon's
Yeah.
legacy? Of
Oh,
Sure.
course.
Please do.
You're fine.
So, our son Landon, that passed away in November of 23 in a car accident. And we just needed, honestly, I needed something to put all of my energy and love and just something to flow it into. And Landon was a super giving kid just all through his life. I always tell stories of, I mean, we have two boys, love them dearly. They're completely opposites. Our older son, Caleb, he is a strong rock. Like he's there for anything we need. He's just very strong. But if you need something, well, then you better figure it out because that's not his deal. But Landon was more of one, super emotional, but he just wanted to make sure everybody had what they needed. And so this seemed like a perfect thing to start in his memory. And so it's called Landon's Legacy. And we work with students in the Leavenworth School District and provide needs and wide variety. We don't really have anything specific. Just if there is a need, they can get on our website and apply for it. And so far, we've been able to pretty much help everybody that's applied. So,
Great. So what we typically talk about is food and drinks and life. I This is the beer I'm drinking this morning. It's a Stella.
well,
I promise I only drink one every 7.5 minutes or 8 minutes, right, babe?
8 minutes. I used to timing.
So we were just talking about the event on Saturday night, which you want to say what you guys did, because we didn't even mention that. Let you guys do it.
so we had a gala.
no, this Saturday, the
The what? Which one?
sing.
The
Oh,
lip sync.
yeah.
Yes, we would
Oh,
like to hear what you guys performed, because you guys performed
oh,
for the first
yeah. So
time.
that was a lot of fun. So it was a lip sync battle, and we had Flip. We have Flip. He's an inflatable frog, and we got him out there, and we had a couple ladies, and we all danced and lip synced to "Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog," and it was a lot of fun. We didn't win because I guess they couldn't see Flip's lips. That's a hard one to say.
Is it me, or do they sound like robots a little bit, babe?
A little bit, yeah.
Sound like robots a little bit. Mm, You think you can move a little closer and see if you can?
What do you mean?
Or
Is that better?
yeah.
Can you hear? Say something.
Is that better?
No,
Still roboting?
it's okay.
No?
So to clear it up when we actually air it, we can clear all that up. But
Okay.
that's the difference between on live and tell them to pick up the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
So as he said, pick up the
Yeah.
phone. I think we're fine. We'll get there. But that was a fun event. It was cramped in there though, right?
I mean, it was full. I mean, but
That's very
I liked it. I would rather have it something like that where it seems more full and more people than a wide open area where it seems like there's nobody there.
Right. Normally it's at the Eagles Lodge, which of course, right now has no
We don't.
roof.
Right.
Um, and the good thing about it is it's like long tables, and so the people with the buckets can just walk
Ask
the
That would have made it a
tables
lot
to get
easier.
the money, which helps. And the lighting on the stage is a little bit better over there as well. There was some shadow on this one, but that's. But overall, one, it was amazing that the local donated the spot so that
Absolutely.
they could, hold it, because we were talking about it's one of my favorite events of the year.
It is.
I love that event. It's so funny.
Well, if we do it again
And
next year, know what to do now.
Oh, I said probably one and done for us. I'll go watch and cheer people on, but Garrett's pretty convinced that we're doing it again. So
we did one and done 2 years ago. We did it. We're like, and
yeah,
now we don't have to because we have Brady, and Brady will always do it for 10 pennies. So
gosh,
it's
that was
whatever.
amazing.
so is that the first
He's
one
so
that you
funny.
guys have been to? Like have been to?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we planned to
So
go several years and couldn't make it. So
Yeah.
I would tell you the difference is just me being a fundraiser or trying to figure out how to make more money and things for groups is typically they will walk around to each side of the tables and each person, they can get to them. On this one where they was waiting for people to get up and come to them kind of.
Yeah.
oh
And,
yeah,
honestly, I was cramped in there and typically we donate routinely, but I couldn't get out to go give money. And I just felt that if you have more space, people actually walk around and get the money, like
That's
then you
true.
would.
yeah, that
They'd
makes
make a little bit more money.
Yeah, I agree.
Before we go on, we are doing a pancake. What is it called, babe? What we're doing at Tenpenny?
It's back to school.
I'm talking about the challenge.
Oh, a pancake challenge that if you don't like your pancakes, you come in and have them and you don't like them, you can get pancakes for free then on your next visit.
Oh,
Those look good.
hmm
They look
Come
good.
on,
They are good. Now
Yeah.
I had to smell them.
Yeah.
Ooh, so good. Carly actually, I'm not really a big pancake eater, but she said, man, these are some of the best pancakes we've ever had.
They're like crispy around the edge, and I love a pancake. And we're also doing a back to school thing for the it's geared towards the moms, but it should be for any parent, really. It's any parent that got their kid back to school. I think Leavenworth goes back to school on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, after they drop their kids off at school, we're like, come up to the restaurant and have free pancakes with a mimosa or a breakfast beer.
Oh,
Oh,
We're like,
that's,
woo,
I like
kids
my.
are back in school.
freedom.
that's awesome.
So we talk about restaurants. Carly and I's top 3 restaurants in this town is La Mesa, number 1, Suburban, and would you say the Chinese place, babe? Your Chinese favorite place?
New China Inn. I love New China Inn.
So those are our 3 favorite places to eat at. Just thinking like that, it doesn't have to be anywhere in town, but if you guys were going to go eat, where would they be at?
Well, typically we have date nights on Friday nights, and we usually go to La Coretta. And I can't remember the chicken thing I get, but anyway,
Chicken Magnifico.
yeah, chicken magnifico. And so when I find something I like, that's usually I don't stray from that. But we try to go somewhere different throughout the city. Like she's got a list of 40 places that we try to go somewhere different. If we're going to be out.
Like in Kansas City or just
Yeah.
wherever. So, but where else do we like to go? We like Mexican. So, Ponex on Southwest Boulevard. Of course, that's not Leavenworth, but
Oh.
that's one of our favorites.
So it
And
doesn't have to
then,
be
Mhm.
right.
yeah, then we love the Suburban.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. We love to go to the Suburban when it's good weather and we can sit outside. That's our favorite
That's
time, of course,
true.
as everybody else would be. So,
Talking about Mexican restaurants, what's that one Mexican restaurant that was during COVID, babe? We said, not was it COVID or was it when La Mesa was shut down? All right,
Because
see,
they were
this-
remodeling.
but yes,
And it's Anejo, and they've
Oh.
opened one in the Legends.
yeah.
Yes.
And their tequila,
They got the
I
margarita
drank
bites.
one margarita, and Deb found me on the bathroom floor
Oh,
in the restaurant. In the restaurant.
oh no!
It was, yeah. So I haven't been back.
getting home that night was hysterical because Deb thought she could drive, she couldn't drive.
No, she was lost. Amy took over, and then they gave me Amy had gotten like chicken tortilla soup or something like that, and she took some home, so she had this like soup bucket, and there was nothing else in the car, so we chucked the soup out the window, and I had the bucket. Nothing happened, but I needed the bucket. But I
Well,
can tell you, having a chicken tortilla soup drenched bucket in your face whenever.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
horrible.
and legitimately, I don't even think I finished that margarita. So I don't know what that tequila was, but the girls wanted to go back there the other night. And I was like, nope. I came up with some other excuse, but I could go and just not have the margarita, which is what we'll do next time.
Right.
Yes.
But I think Ken set us up. I think he had them put a few little bit more in it than I was expecting.
You know,
So
the funny thing about Carly, she always says, I only had one or two, but they're margaritas, and some of them are. I'm not talking about just then, Dave. I'm saying just all the time. I only drink
oh yeah,
two, or you know.
that's why I don't drink tequila.
Right.
I can drink rum all day long and it not affect me.
Yep.
Tequila does the same
So
thing, Rum.
so let's talk about if you guys were to go, say, anniversary, birthday, what is some of your what is one of your favorite places to go, or the maybe, what do we say, the last meal? Like if you
Yeah.
had a lot,
Like if you knew that this was your last meal to eat. Our friend Charlie didn't know whenever he got his last meal, and I think he had mashed potatoes. And so, but you know, and then had to have a tube put in and couldn't eat anymore. And I'm like, oh, if I'd have known, you know. So what would, if you knew it was the very last meal you would ever eat, what would it need to be?
I would definitely be Mexican of some sort. And I would probably do that margarita with it if it was the last meal.
Man, I don't know. It would be Mexican or Italian. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I might flip a coin actually to get to that point. But
Not steak.
no,
steak.
not steak. I like steak, but
mine is, I want it all. I want
Yeah.
everything. I want the
And wants a smorgasbord. He
want
wants a burger and a pizza and a taco and a.
I want probably every beer that I like out there. If it's gonna be my last one, whatever. Okay, I'm
How
gonna
about
taste it
it?
all.
that's right.
Um,
I like
so you can say it's 10 penny, but what is what is a bad restaurant experience you guys have been in? We get this a lot because, you know, being restaurant owners, everybody's experience isn't well.
at least, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. We've had that many bad.
right.
I-
We're pretty patient, so
Yeah,
I
like,
feel
I don't
like
know
if we're
that-
going out, we're there for the night, you know, or for the evening. So
I feel like
But what annoys you guys at a restaurant? Here's my annoyance: is if I don't have anything to drink. If
Yes.
my beer runs out, I typically would like another one fast.
if you don't
Or
address,
even your water. It
Or-
didn't
or
have
water,
to be
yeah.
beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I don't
I
get
don't drink.
addressed pretty quick when we sit down,
Yes, you do.
I mean, if I don't get a waiter or waitress pretty quick, that annoys me. You know what I mean? I want to be at least say, hey, give me a minute. I'm busy. I'll be back. You know, something. Just acknowledge me because I'm important.
Yep. Yes, you are. All the customers are important.
yeah.
Yes.
That's the truth. So
Or
tell us about
yeah.
your event you had. Her face, look at her face. She said, you guys had an event a few weeks ago. How did that go? Tell us about it.
Now, can I talk about that one? You're talking about the
Yeah.
you're talking about the gala,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right. So we had a gala. It's the first time we'd ever done anything like that. And we had it at your space upstairs, and it was a beautiful venue. The food was fantastic. The bartender was perfect. It was just, we had a really good time. It was a little warm.
Yes.
It was
One
a
of the
little
hottest days of the year, so
It was one of the hottest days of
warm.
the year, but I only say that not to talk trash, but to say that everybody stayed. Like nobody left early, and it's a testament to the people that love us and are there to support us, and so we're just very appreciative of that.
And I have to say, your venue up there is
It really is.
perfect. We had a
Thank you.
dance floor, the food was all set up, and the food was so good, and then the bartender, and it was just we had a great time, and I think everybody that was there had an amazing time.
Yeah.
I heard nothing but
Good stuff.
wonderful reports, except for the heat, and you know what do you do in
It
July?
was one of the hottest days in July,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was.
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, we were trying to combat that. One, Garrett, you know that the back's not complete, so it's like sucking the life out of the air. But man, we were trying to combat that all day. We were worried about it being warm, and come to find out, employees come up here and turn the air conditioners to their liking when it's one person, not
Yeah.
thinking you're going to put 120 people in here, and it needs to be freezing for when those amount of people come in here. So, you know, this is a big open space to try to get it cooled back down, and it being 110 outside, it's kind of hard. But no, we felt for you guys that night.
Lesson learned. Yeah. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
But it was
Oh,
great. And like you
Yeah.
said, everybody stayed. It's not like anybody was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's too hot. I
No, it
mean,
wasn't miserable at all.
everybody had a great time.
Yeah.
So
No, I tell you, we got you know, we got people that tell us, "Oh, it's hot up here. You might want to." Yeah, we're working on it. We know, but still, it's 110 degrees outside all day. It's
Yeah. How much you can
even
do.
right now at our house, we have some. I would say our air conditioners are pretty good. It big freeze us to death all the time. Man, they are struggling right now. We have them. We had it set on 66 last night, babe,
Mhm.
and it hit like 70 in the house. I like to
Yeah.
freeze her at night so I can cuddle because, you know, if I don't get the freezer, you know, she's like, "You're too hot. Leave me alone."
Menopause. Menopause.
yeah.
But you
So
know,
you guys have another event coming up, right? And
We do.
like in a couple weeks?
September 12th at Haymarket Square is our annual, well, we'll call it the festival this year. But it's a cornhole tournament. Be the second year we've done it. We'll have a small vendor fair. We're going to have a food truck. We're going to have Bo and the Beards will be there playing for us. So
Bo and
yeah,
the Beards.
So it starts at 4 and goes till probably 10 or 11, whatever time people stop partying.
Yeah, we need to sign up, and I at least have one set of kids that want to play cornhole with us, so I'm trying to get them all to come because, you know, two of our kids, specifically Colt, my youngest, grew up with Landon and played sports with him, and you know, they might have been the same class. I can't remember if they were the same class. Colt might have been 1 year older.
I think so, maybe. Yeah. But I
Yeah,
know they played football on those every
yeah,
other year or whatnot.
yeah. So I was like, hey, you know, so they don't pay attention to that stuff because they're young and they're
Right.
not, you know, the stuff that we do, we're like, you will be there, you will run this because this is your community service time. But yeah, they were like, oh, we'll do that. So yeah, we need to get signed up for that.
We're
Tim
signing,
sucks at bags
so we're
or
signing up
cornhole or
for
whatever.
Scorelio
So
this year. But once you sign up through Scorelio, we'll send out a link and then through Zephy to pay. We were told by the professional cornhole players that came last year that that's a way better way to do it.
But my tournament bracket on an easel.
They didn't like it. Yeah, they kept questioning, is this really a double elimination? Because this is not working out. Oh my gosh.
They gave us some good
funny.
food,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
What time you have to get in the car, babe?
Huh?
What time you got to go get in the car?
In the next few minutes.
I'm just saying, you just go do it whenever you want.
I will.
I want to go back to your event that you had and the events that you do. You know, some people think it's just all about raising money, right? But it's not. Sometimes, if you look at the words that are in the name, it's like just honoring the legacy of Landon. You know, so you get a group of people together that is kind of a remember. I'm starting to tear up. Just remembering the good people. So it's not all about raising money for a cause. Sometimes it's just getting to celebrate
Yeah.
his legacy. So
We
I'm
have
glad you
a
guys.
video that we play at some of our events, and it's just a video of different pictures of Landon throughout the years. And I think that's one of the more emotional things for us. Like, we love the events, and I feel like Landon, I mean, he would be so right next to me doing this if he was here. He would think this is the greatest thing. And, you know, every once in a while it sinks in and it, you know, kind of hits you pretty hard. But yeah, it is. It is about remembering him. And I'll say we got an application yesterday, and I was telling Garrett, you know, I mean, the applications for assistance on our website, we have gotten a lot of them lately, and we're glad. That's what we're here for. But there was one mother, and she just spoke to my heart because she was like, first of all, let me just say I'm so sorry about the loss of your son. And, you know, I think that does get lost in it a lot of times, but that is truly what it's about, is remembering him and just sharing some love in his.
And it's never going to be easy. So just know that. All right, we got to get off that subject. Whew,
Oh,
man.
that's right.
All right.
But hey, on a positive
All
note,
right.
that's how I met you guys.
You need to go get in the car?
Right? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you guys,
Through football.
Through football, Ken was
Yeah.
coaching
yep,
Landon.
through football.
Yeah.
Yep, coaching. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was telling that story the other day. I was like, man, I said, I thought, I used to hate you, Keith and Ken. Man, in those meetings, I hated you guys. I was the only female on the board, and you guys were and it was just because I'm a non-confrontational gal. I'm going to sit back here and take my notes and do whatever. And man, you guys would all butt heads with
That was a very
with
just
Todd and
thing anyway.
yeah, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna go get some bars from the beer from the bars and bring it back, and you guys fight this out.
That's funny
Yeah.
because we did that in Tenpenny. I didn't even remember
Yep.
that, but you said that.
Oh, that's
Yep,
funny.
we were in the
Oh,
penny
that's
room
right. I
in
just now thought
Tenpenny.
about that.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I did.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Mhm.
That is
That's how
too
I
cool.
met Ken. That's actually how I met Ken. Was
Wow.
he showed up at one of the board meetings. I mean, I knew he was a coach, but he wasn't one that I. But yeah, so we officially kind of met in Tenpenny. So
That's kind of
That's
true.
really cool.
That's awesome. I love that.
She went and got me a beer, I think.
I'm sure I did, because I was the only female, so I was the secretary and the beer bitch, obviously. So whatever.
I
Um,
love it.
uh, Gary, Ron, it's great. You want to say anything else before we get off?
I would just say, I mean, honestly, I want to say thank you really to our community and especially to you guys at Tenpenny. I mean, I tell people all the time what you do for nonprofits in the area is just outstanding. And I don't know of any other business, definitely restaurant in town that does as much as you guys do. But for a small town, we have been blown away with the support that we've gotten, and
Really
we're
have.
just very thankful for our community.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll see you guys later on whatever day I'm going to be throwing corn into a hole or something. Yeah. And we're going to take a break here, and we'll see you guys later.
All right.
all
Thanks.
right.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
You ready to finish this up, babe? All right, what do you got for your? Is it Factless
Factless
Fridays or is
Friday.
it just?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we call it. But again, knock on wood, this week has been kind of quiet for gossip about Leavenworth, not just about us. Besides the hoopla about the event, but we've already covered that. So thought it'd be fun to cover. We were talking to our friends the other night while we were at Carrie's down the street,
Right.
Cherokee, 300th block of Cherokee. And we were discussing imitation, because whenever we first were constructing and like redoing downstairs, we noticed some similarities throughout other establishments as far as like
Oh,
our
now you broke up.
decor,
Oh,
because I'm in the
nope.
middle of nowhere
Can't hear you, babe.
ish. Nope.
You can see your face
Try
though.
again.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Can you still not hear me?
Are you back yet? Oh no,
I'm
I can see.
here the whole time.
It's okay. I can hear you now.
You can
So
hear me now?
you said you noticed some similarities.
Yes. In things between. Can you hear me still? Hello.
Nope.
Obviously, you can't hear me because I'm talking, and so
Now I can. Now I can.
now you can. Okay. I feel
No.
like everyone else can hear
Say
me.
it.
But you can't.
All
Say
right. Well,
what I'm
all
saying.
right. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Finish.
similarities. A lot
You say
of
you know.
just similarities. Imitation. So is imitation actually the best form of flattery, like the saying is, or is it annoying?
Yeah. Well, I think that if you think that imitation is both, but if you're working together on it, then it's great. But just to routinely imitate something and take away from certain brands, then it gets kind of annoying. It's like we're working hard to create a brand, right? And then somebody just thinks everything that we do, you can just copy it. And you can't really copy everything. You can try. I mean, it's not like what we're doing is trademarked or hasn't been done before,
Right.
but we see it, me and you see it all the time.
Right. Not just at Tenpenny or whatever, but just
Um,
in life.
yeah, not yeah, we're not talking about just Tenpenny here at all. We're just talking about in life. Correct. But I think that it's good for us. At least you either have haters, imitators, or whatever else. But if you have to have those to make sure you're doing something in life. If you're not doing anything, then you're not going to have any of that. I like the imitators because it keeps us going. Our main thing is always be consistent, always do something. Where it's like we're always on the go, always trying to make something happen, and a lot of people just cannot continue. Like like for instance, today you're in a car, you were going to get your hair done. We're still making the podcast happen the way we say we would, and not letting it distract from what's going on about what we say we're going to do. We say we're going to be live on Fridays from 9 to 10. That's what we're going to do. We're and for people to imitate that and do the same thing, eh, let's see how they do. Let's
Yeah.
hopefully it's better for them or let them grow. But it just
Right.
means we did something
We don't
right for
want
them to
people to
imitate it.
fail. Right. Yeah. I mean, we're not hoping that someone fails because they're possibly emulating something that we did or that we started or whatever, because it's possible they had ideas as well that they just now are getting to fruition, right? It
Yeah.
whatever, but it just seems convenient whenever you see things that that just in and there's a lot of things like, but because we're working hard trying to come up with new cool
Your
ideas
eyelash.
and what
Oh, I just said you're pulling on your eyelashes.
it it was stuck in my face and in my eye, but yeah, we're working hard trying to come up with new ideas and fun ideas and things like that, like at Tenpenny or at for rapid response or where, oh, there is something of Factless Friday. I just thought of it. Camp Leavenworth.
Oh my gosh.
So we have been accused of being somehow being the people that broke through with the city and are able to have our own bar at Camp Leavenworth, which is not true. They created a new bar at Camp Leavenworth. We paid thousands of dollars to sponsor, to put our name on the bar. That's all we get. And a nonprofit will work the bar and they get the tips. The city provides all the liquor. The city provides the liquor license. The city gets the money from the liquor sales. Tenpenny gets nothing except for to give them thousands of dollars to put our name on the bar. We are not benefiting. I mean, we are. Of course, we're benefiting it. It's not. We're not running the bar. We're not selling the liquor and obtaining the money from that. That is not true. We get nothing because that was what we asked whenever we first got whenever the city first reached out, was like, hey, we're looking at doing this. And the reason why they reached out to us is because it goes with our brand. They're going to it's a lounge. They're going to have TVs. They're going to be playing the college football stuff.
Mhm.
And it goes with our brand. So of course we're like, yes, we would love to do that. That's not the only thing we sponsored. We sponsored the 5K packet pickup, where we sponsored to be the after party. It just so happened that this just got dropped the other day, and all of a sudden now people are accusing us of, well, it's who you know, or that's privilege or whatever. That's not. That's money that we spent to market ourselves. So don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. I
And
love it
I
when you
did
get
reach out
feisty.
directly. Yeah. I did reach out to directly to one that it does impact that individual because of what that individual's job is. And I get it, but I made sure to set the record straight and I just haven't heard back. I mean, I was like, hey, I'd love to discuss it. And I hadn't heard back. So, I mean,
What do you think you're going to say?
again, well,
I mean, the
I'm not
response.
expecting an apology, but you're out there bashing us for something that's not true. So that's why I went directly to the source, just because that person also had been a supporter of ours for quite a while. Don't know if
Yeah,
still will be.
I don't think they were, if I look at it and at a different angle, I said, I don't think that she was coming at us specifically, but she did because it
More
is
so the
us.
city.
But I think she
Yeah.
was, yeah, more so the city, but they're saying, well, it's who you know. It still goes back to this
Right.
dumbass politics or whatever. When people can just pick up a phone, and say, hey, how did you, you know what? The best thing I've ever learned in life, text messages, social media, all that shit that you put in writing. If you really want to know what happened, talk to the people.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us won't talk to anybody. But if they would have asked and said, hey, how did you break the barrier on getting a bar and during Camp Leavenworth, we would have said we didn't. We would have said
Right.
we just put our name
Exactly.
on. We just
Right. We just sponsored it.
paid the money to market our logo. Yeah. We don't
Okay.
have to do
I gotta
anything
go.
else, but all right. Well, say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Love you.
Peace.
Bye.
Love you too, babe. Mwah.